Hi, I know you have a wonderful day. Let me introduce to you another Arduino project named Sensor-based automatic pill dispenser designed using TinkerCAD. What makes it so different? Let's have a look. The main goal of this project is simple but fantastic. The first one is to use Arduino to create a sensor-based automatic pill dispenser. The second is to learn the fundamentals of TinkerCAD 3D modeling and circuit design. Finally, we'll show how we'll employ photoresistors as a substitute for IR and PIR sensors. Alright, let's have a brief overview. People are always recommended to do a lot of things like frequent washing of hands, keeping a safe distance from others, prevent contact with contaminated things, and always protect mouths during these days. We are gradually turning to automation that allows contactless interaction. Most of the time you may control every area of your house with your phone due to technical, time, or even medical reasons. Isn't that fantastic? So, the question now is, why do we need a pill dispenser if we could effortlessly tear a sachet or open a bottle? Well, the solution largely focuses on better medicine adherence, thanks to its reminder feature, less tiresome sorting of pharmaceutical tablets or pills, and 100% contactless, so you don't have to worry about bacteria when holding the pill itself. Before we go any further, let's go over some of the major electronic components we'll be using. The servo motor is one of the most commonly utilized output devices or components in Arduino applications. Electric devices known as servo motors spin or push machine parts with high precision. We also have sensors, and Arduino uses these components to make sense of the world. Sensors are devices that convert a physical quantity, such as light intensity or temperature, into an electrical quantity. We have light sensors, motion sensors, temperature sensors, and many more. However, we will just concentrate on the next three that we can employ in our project. One of the most prevalent is infrared sensors, which are electronic devices that emit infrared light to detect specific elements of the surroundings. An infrared sensor is a digital component that can detect motion and measure the temperature of an object. Passive infrared sensors, on the other hand, detect the infrared light generated by objects to determine their presence. Both components are digital devices that produce 1 when they are active and 0 when they are not. Finally, the photoresistor, which we will use in this project. It's called light-dependent resistors because its resistance fluctuates depending on how much light it receives. This is unlikely to be utilized in motion detection because it requires calibration based on the intensity of light in a certain environment. This is also an analog component, but we'll get into more detail about how we'll utilize it later. The tool that we will use is Autodesk TinkerCAD, one of the online simulation tools developed by Autodesk used to design 3D objects, electronic circuits, as well as it caters programming of digital networks from simple projects to complex ones. Let us start with how we can use it as a simulation tool where we can virtually design our projects before interfacing with the physical prototype. So the question now is, how to start designing using TinkerCAD? First of all, we need to know that TinkerCAD is an online tool, so let us head to www.tinkercad.com and let us start exploring the tool. You shall be prompted on this page. Let's assume that you haven't had any experience with this tool. Technically, you need to create your account before making any design that we have in mind. On the upper portion of the screen, just click Join Now. After clicking on that, you will be directed to this page where you can create your account. Click on Create a Personal Account. After that, click on whichever you prefer, but to cut to the chase, sign in with Google is the best option to save some time. Then, just choose your preferred account. Thereafter, a window like this will be prompted. Just click on Agree. After successfully registering to TinkerCAD, you will be directed to the home. On the left side portion of the screen, this is where your workplace is located, which includes 3D designs, circuit designing, code blocks, as well as lessons offered by Autodesk TinkerCAD. There is also a card where you can see your classes if you have a school or team collaboration. Also, there is a quick card to see your recent projects which are labeled Create Project, since nothing is created yet. Because we'll be physically connecting the circuit, the emphasis in TinkerCAD will be on 3D design. To continue, please select 3D Designs. The work plane will be directed to you. On the right side, this is where we could drag or click objects to position them on the work plane. Basic shapes are included in this. Characters, assemblies, components, and a lot more. Okay, so, let's give it a shot. you'll note that an object has no dimensions once it's been placed. To do so, click Ruler in the upper right corner and drag it anywhere on the work plane. When you click on an object, the dimensions are displayed immediately. By moving the black squares on the shape's edge, you can manually modify the size. Alternatively, you can enter values like this. You can also move the object up and down by dragging this triangle icon. By holding the right click and moving the mouse in any direction, you can see side by side the project you're presently working on. The scroll button on your mouse can be used to zoom in and out. By clicking and holding the scroll button on your mouse, you can pan around the virtual space. If you like, you can modify the object's color or make it transparent. Let's try to make a hole or cut a piece out of the cube by overlapping another item, in this case a cylinder in the center. By altering the cylinder's state from solid to hole, you can make it translucent. Okay, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard while clicking on the two objects in front of you. Click Group in the upper left corner of the screen. Finally, we drilled a hole in the center of the cube through which we could look right through. For the time being, don't worry about it too much, as long as you've mastered the fundamentals I've given you. You'll be okay. We'll get back to it later. To begin with, we shall be familiar with the electronic components that we will be using in the project. First, we need an Arduino Uno, servo motor, I2C LCD, photoresistor, 20K and 5K ohm resistors, 1 LED, 1 RGB module, jumper wires, piezo or buzzer, and a breadboard. Now we already got those, we are now ready to interface the circuit based on the schematic diagram. This will be our basis when interfacing or building the circuit. We may now connect the circuit using the schematic diagram provided. Simply double-check that everything is connected accordingly. It's vital to keep in mind that PVC card is only used to filter light and, at the very least, replicate the pattern once it's in the casing. Make sure the rear of the photoresistor is well occluded so that the LED is the only source of light. After all the components have been connected, it's time to program the Arduino using the code in IDE. Now it's time to type in the code. Libraries are defined first in this section since they are a collection of files, scripts, functions, and programs that can be referenced in the sketch. Also included is the declaration of global variables that we will need. As you can see, I arranged the notations line by line to make it easier to grasp. This part of the void setup is where we put the codes we wish to run only once. This includes initializing the LCD, pin mode, and serial monitor. The void loop is where we place the main code. I included a welcome message as well. The values read across photoresistor are digitalized so we can focus on whether or not to dispense a pill. The code enclosed in the if statement should be run if the cup is inserted. This is the part where the pill is dispensed. Other indicators, such as buzzer, LED, and LCD, are also executed. As soon as the cup is demounted from the system, this second if statement should be activated, which displays time the pill was last taken. The sketch is now ready to be compiled and uploaded. To do so, simply click the check icon, then wait a few moments before clicking the arrow icon to upload it to the board. Now we're ready to simulate our pill dispenser. To recreate the pill's designed enclosure, I improvised materials including the pill itself. At this point, the cup is still not inserted into the system. The red LED turns off when the cup is inserted, and the LCD prints dispensing. After the pill has been dispensed and the cup is removed, the LCD prints the last time the user took a pill, or the system distributed one. Keep in mind that this design is only good for one pill. To improve it, 2 servo motors should be utilized. You're ready to go. It's now up to you to create your own pill dispenser and enclosure in TinkerCAD, just like this.